We're almost there. Okay, that's posted. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, we're actually ready to go now. I know that Grant Cardone is doing his stream now, which is why I picked this exact time to put my stream on. Cause you can either go watch Grant Cardone. He's gonna try to sell you on some stuff that you don't even need. Oh man, don't. I mean, really don't. Hashtag don't sue me, bro. For real. Don't. I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know within the next 30 minutes. That's my big claim. You know what I mean? I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about the merchant cash advance industry within the next 30 minutes. How to get in, even if I have no money. All right, so check this out. All right, so I'm gonna do it over from the beginning. All right, so welcome to the Davron Karimov Daily. This is a show where we discuss how to get a lot of things. We discuss a lot of things on the show, but my only goal on this channel, on this show, is to get you some money. All right, and get you started in this industry called the merchant cash advance industry. If you're not part of this merchant cash advance industry, you're missing out. I just did a video last week on Thursday, discussing the seven flows of income that you could potentially have within your cash advance industry, which is what Grant Cardone says you need to have. The average millionaire has 7 flows of income. I was gonna wear a tie for this show. But I was like, I'm not a big tie guy. I don't wear ties. So that's what it is. And so, welcome to the Karimov Daily. People call me a lot of things. People call me Sweet Daddy D. I like being. I like, you can call me the money guy, the finance guy. I like that one. Kind of like that one, being the money guy. Cause, like I said, I mean, the only thing I'm trying to do on this channel is get you some money and get you started in this industry. Cause look, dude, I started in this industry. By the way, if you really want to grow your merchant cash advance industry, go to karimofcapital.com. Karimofcapital.com. We'll give you the leads. We generate the business loan leads for you. That way, you don't even have to pick up the phone. Well, you still have to pick up the phone, but you don't have to do any of that. Google ads or anything like that. You don't have to promote anything. We literally just say, here's a list of qualified people that want a merchant cash advance. Go. They're ready for you. And we're doing a special right now. If you buy 1,400 leads, we will give them to you at a fraction of the cost. We're gonna give them to you for $625. $625 for 1,400 leads, okay? And then let's get into it. So, for those of you who do not know my story, I started out by playing League of Legends on my computer. I'm just playing League of Legends, and no, let's go further beyond that. Like 30 months ago, about 2.5 years ago, I started. I was doing drugs, Well, then maybe I wasn't doing drugs. I mean, it depends. Anything's a drug, really. I mean, caffeine is a drug, right? So I was hanging around the wrong people. I was skipping class, skipping high school classes, skipping. I was not going to school. I was hanging out with this one girl. Okay. Wasn't even a girlfriend. It was kind of like a thing where we would just skip school and then try to get messed up on things, on whatever we could find at the time, because it's not easy to get that when you're a high school student and you don't have that much money. It's not that easy to have a good time. I'm going to take this microphone off real quick. I'm going to put it back on later, just so I can have ease of access. Hold on. Alright, so that was me, about like, when was this, man? This was like, I was supposed to graduate, in 2016. That was me. I was class of 2016, and so this was probably like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, maybe like 40 months ago. It's like can you imagine that? 40 months ago. So yeah, so we weren't even I wasn't going to school. I was not doing much. What was I doing at that time, man? I was basically anything that you should not be doing. That's what I was doing at that age, at the tender age of 16. 16, right? I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 at that time. At the tender age of 16, that's what I was doing. And then fast forward a little bit. I got left back from in school, in high school. I got left back in the school, so that was me. I had to take over my gym classes again. I had to do that again. Had to go back for another semester, So that's what, and then all the way we get here where I generated a business doing $205,000 in revenue in 7 months. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, we did deals every single month. We do at least 20 grand a month in revenue every single month since getting into this industry. Since starting my own company. So, it is what it is. And we're about to hit the end of the month, so if in order to get started in this industry, you need to have a list of contacts. So, how do you get a list of contacts? Go to my site, KarimovCapital.com. We give the leads for you. We do the leads for you. We do the whole thing for you. And you don't even have to do anything. Like you don't have to build a website. Okay, you don't need a website. You don't need you literally don't need nothing, But that's the purpose of the show. We're gonna discuss the exact steps on how to get started. All right. So let's check this out. Right? Come 3 years ago. I was in a terrible spot, man. I was in a terrible place because I was disobeying all my parents' orders. They would say come home at a certain time, and then what would I do? Like I remember there was one time when I was legit straight chilling for like 30 hours. 30 hours. I didn't come home for 30 hours. So 30 hours, like you do that as a teenager, like when you're not even legal yet. Like what's gonna happen? I mean, my parents were searching for me, bro. I was like the black swan. Is that the right term? The black swan of my family. The black sheep. I was a black sheep, right? So I cops were called. Where is this kid? We got to find him. All that good stuff. And then what happened after that? So after that, same thing. Got left back in school. Had to take over my senior year. Had to take my senior year over again. And it's not like I wasn't smart or anything. I was in a prestigious high school. If anyone's from New York, you guys know the 5 specialized schools, public schools. So I was in one of those. So you had to take a test to get in. So I clearly had the knowledge to do it. The reason I was left back was because I didn't go to classes, dude. Like I had like 30, 40 absences. Like you count that in a 160 days of school per year. I was absent 40 of those days. No, actually in a semester I was absent 40 days in a semester. And then I had like 80 lates or something like that. I was always late, and that's why I was left back, not because of something that I did, of something that, or rather something that I had bad grades or anything like that. I just didn't go to classes, man. I didn't go to school. So you take this, you fast forward a little bit. You go to I'm gonna take you guys to League of Legends. So that was a game that really changed my life, saved my life, which was basically I went into the school, and I mean, I went to this game called League of Legends. My friend introduced it to me. It was actually my editor now, and he introduced me to this game, and I was like, oh man, I heard about that game before. It's not worth it. It's not. It's for like those those Asian kid gamers. It's not me. I'm not gonna be a gamer. If you guys don't know my nationality, it's like I'm from Uzbekistan, so definitely not something that's looked upon over there. Um, you have South Korea, which is like huge in gaming. That's what I was referring to. And so I didn't want to do it at first, but then I got into it. And the moment I got into it, it lit a fire under me, man. It was like, oh man, I want to do this 24/7, man. And that's what I ended up doing, man. So I kept playing this game, and then I eventually wanted to, like, I started from the bottom, literally from this bottom of this game, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be good, man. So then I got ranked first time. I was silver. The ranks go from like bronze to diamond. I was silver, and then I had to go to gold, and then there was plat, diamond, etc. So I got placed in silver, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna beat all you guys, man. Like I had another friend that introduced me to this game. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get higher ranked than you. So then I got higher ranked than him. I was like, whoa, man, I'm good at this game, man. I could be professional. I could be professional in this game, man. And then come later on, I passed my other friend, my friend who actually introduced me to this game. I passed his rank, and you're like, oh man, what's up now, man? And then he started making excuses like, I don't really play that much anymore. But I was actually good at this game, and then come later on a little bit, I became in the top 0.2% of the entire region of North America. So and then I started making money from it. Because everything, every like I had a professional skill, I had my little stream going. My stream wasn't the source of income. It was more of the boosting thing, where people would pay me to get their ranks higher account, to get them in higher account. But what does this all have to do with you, right? What does it all have to do with you? So I like come later on. I got into college. Same thing happened with college. Wasn't going to my classes. Would play this game all day. Instead of I had one addiction replaced to another addiction with another addiction, which was my new addiction was playing this game, League of Legends. So I had this new addiction, right? And then I wasn't going to classes. All of a sudden, I failed my college classes. I was failing my high school classes, and then I started failing my college classes. And so I failed my college classes, except in college, you actually pay for college. So I took out loans during the time, student loans. And then the student loan providers were like, dude, you're not going to your classes, man. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to make your money due immediately. You know that 10 grand that you borrowed from us, whatever it was? Oh yeah. We're going to make that. We're going to make that due immediately. I don't remember what the actual exact number was. I just remember putting on a piece of paper. This was 2018 already. I remember putting on a piece of paper. I have to, like, on a post-it note. I had a post-it note. Like, I wish I had a post-it note right now so I could show you guys. But I wrote on this post-it note, I gotta make 15 grand before I go to vacation, which vacation was in August. So let's go a little bit further back. I had to make money right away, and the League of Legends wasn't cutting it. It was making me like $300, $400, $500 a week, which is like basically like minimum wage in it's basically like minimum wage in America. But I was working way more hours, I wasn't working like the standard 40-hour work week. I was working like 60, 80 hours a week, just so I can make this $300 a week, you know. So that was pretty rough. And then I knew I had to get a job. I got one job. I I didn't last longer. Lasted like a week, not even a week. Quit after that. Then I got another job. Same thing happened. I was there for a month or so, and then it was just like, I walked out the door, dude. Like during the workday, in the middle of the workday, I just walked out the door. I was just like, all right, this isn't for me. I'm leaving. I just left. Like talk about burning bridges. Like that's what I did, man. So, and then obviously I got calls from the employer. They were like, "What are you doing? Where are you? Come back." And then eventually, when they realize what I've done, they're like, "All right, we don't want you back anymore." And we don't want you back. You're definitely not our type. So after that, after I got left from that job, I really had no other options at that point. I was really in a bad spot. So what did I do? So then I got back to square one, back to starting a job search, and so that's what I did. And then I found this job out 2 hours away from me, which is like a 2 hour commute away from me. So I would have to go 2 hours every day, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. And it was a job in merchant cash advance. Obviously, I didn't know what that was at the time. But they basically said, the way they pitched it to me was, we sell it was my team leader who actually taught me this. We sell high interest short-term loans for businesses. So that's what it was. And then I started my first week, and then I made $1,000 my first week, and then I never made that kind of money in a week before. Well, actually, yeah. So I went for my first week, and then the week right after that, I was sick. I was so sick. I got so sick. I wasn't there for a single day. I wasn't there for a single day that week, the second week that after I started. So that was pretty rough. That sickness. I hope I never get that sick again. And so then my team leader calls me on a Thursday, says, "Look, yo, you funded 2 deals. Right?" And I'm like, "What? No way, man. Me funding 2 deals, man? Not me." And he was like, "Yeah, you're coming home with a comma in your check." Which comma is like, you have $1,000 in your check this week. I'm like, $1,000 in my check, man? I never even made that kind of money in my life, man. All right. Anyway, so what does this have to do with you? All right. So we're gonna discuss how you get in the industry. So here's what I would do if I was starting over. If I was starting over, with 3 years ago, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything in my I had starting with nothing, basically. I was starting with no money, no resources, no connections, nothing. Okay, here's what I would do. First thing I would do is I would open up Google Chrome, and I'll look up, sales jobs. Just like that. I'll just look up sales jobs. And like if this is for you, if you're not having like if you don't have anything in your wait, okay. So let's just say I'm in Houston, Texas, right? That's actually a place I would like to move to. I wouldn't mind being in Houston, Texas. So let's just say I'm in Houston, Texas, and I want to get in the merchant cash advance industry, and this isn't like something if like you already have your thing going on, But you know, it's the same thing. Basically, disclaimer at the beginning of this video is. I know I'm saying the beginning of this video, but we've been live for a very long time. How long have we been live? Like 30 minutes? Oof. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. If I wanted to get in this industry, I always recommend people to get a job. You know, I always recommend people, you know, get a job. Don't try to start your own thing because you know, I mean 99% of businesses fail, right? So here's what I would tell you. I would, you know, if you want to get in the merchant cash advance industry, I would just Google sales jobs Houston. Okay. And there's a lot of people doing merchant cash advance, so it's not gonna take you long to find one. Maybe it's not even the good side. Let's go on something like Indeed. And like I said, it's only for someone that's new in the industry. If you're not new in this industry, if you already had some training, then I would suggest